come from hard experience. So just one slide on me. I did my degree late, as a 24-year-old. I did a degree in electronics and computer science. I then went into research. I became a lecturer. And out of that research, I formed my first company with a couple of colleagues called NUT Solutions. That was an electronic instrumentation company, which we then went on to merge with the UK's largest company in that field. The field was non-destructive testing using ultrasound. I then joined the management board of that group of 7 companies, and I was involved in helping to run the group internationally. We had about 100 distributors around the world. I formed a joint venture with the group MD in Spain. We ran that for a number of years. And then I made a little bit of money from that business, and I piled it into another company. We were going to franchise a dry cleaning company in the west coast of the US. I had a very good mate who lived over there. We both had a bit of cash, we both lost it very, very quickly. And learned an awful lot of lessons from that. Number one, be very careful who you go into business with, because we had a great plan, we had great advisors, but my friend was a great friend, but he was an appalling businessman, and I lost about £25,000 in about 2.5 months. Painful. I then finally sold my first company, and I was living in Sheffield at the time, so I joined Sheffield University Enterprises Limited. And my job was basically to be a technology transfer manager. Go around the university, look at engineering, look at science, and see if there are any ideas that the university could license or could form small companies from. So I was with Sheffield University for about 18 months, and in that time I formed 5 companies. One of those companies was Magnomatics, and I basically left the university, threw myself into that company, and I grew it until I left a year today, or a year 2 days ago actually. And I passed that on to someone else who's now running it and growing it further. Since then, I've been working as a consultant. I've been working with about 7 or 8 different high-tech companies who are very, very young, and helping them work out their strategy and how they're going to grow their business. And just as Dermot alluded to, I'm just in the process of trying to form a new business at the moment, which I'm hopefully going to get going for the new year. So that's just me. So anyway, I'm a technology transfer manager. I'm wandering around the university. I'm looking for bright ideas. I came across this in the electrical engineering department. This was the world's first magnetic gear. So a gearbox, you would normally think of cogs meshing together, and it's something that changes the speed. You have an input shaft that's going at one speed, and you have an output shaft which will be going faster or slower depending on the gear arrangement. This does exactly the same job, but with 0 contact. It was all done by highly powerful rare earth magnets, and it has some fantastic benefits. So they built this first prototype, tested it, written a fundamental paper on, in the top journal in the world, the IEEE Transactions on Magnetics, and then they're taking it off with a dynamometer, stuck it in a corner, threw a cloth over it, and went on to something else. And then they came up with this, which is exactly the same thing but in a different format. So the magnets are arranged differently, but it does the same job. And again, they wrote a really great paper, stuck it in the corner, and then they came up with this. And this is what got me really excited, because this is an electrical motor which has got a magnetic gearbox integrated within it. So it's like having a motor running through a mechanical gearbox to reduce the speed of it, which is really common in industry, but the actual gearbox is part of the motor. It uses the same magnets that create the motor, and it was a super, super efficient, super, super compact, unbelievable properties. And again, they've done the same thing. They've tested it once, one single set of data. They've written a fantastic paper, a huge high impact rating for the academic team, and then just gone and stuck it in a corner. And now they're moving on to a completely different area of research.